Hey everyone, welcome back to Carrots and Olives. My name is Brittany, and today we are on day 2 of 30 days, 30 inks. So let's look back at day 1. I had the Sailor Manyo Yamabuki ink, and it's this lovely yellow-orange color. I was using the TWSBI Eco Heat in medium, and it looks like this. I have enough ink in here to last me probably 1 or 2 journaling sessions, and that's about it. So it most likely will not last the whole month. I was actually trying to re-ink it with the rest of the ink in the bottle, but because there wasn't that much anyway, it was hard to get that much in this barrel. So I use the rest to kind of swatch at the bottom, and I kind of like that swatch I did. So here's a close-up. I decided to write the summary of a book in the information that they give you in the back of the book. And the book I'm currently reading is A Court of Mist and Fury by Sarah J. Maas, and it's like a romance action novel. I think I will continue on since that book I do have a lot of pages left, and I will be most likely using different inserts of that book for the writing sample. I did like this ink. It is definitely an ink that is legible. I do like all the shading, how on the ends of the downstroke you'll see it gets darker. And I will say it felt like the ink was a little bit dry in my medium fountain pen, although this pen is new to me, so this is the very first ink it's had. And I won't really know for sure how it reacts unless I have more inks to put into the pen. So that was just my first thoughts. Let's move on to day 2. Enough talking. The ink I'm using is in this little carousel, and I've decided to use Edelstein Tanzanite. And the pen I'm using is going to be this one, Montegrappa. Let's just get started. So I have the ink, I have my stamp, and I am going to get a Q-tip so that I can do some swatching. So let's ink up the pen first. This shouldn't be very difficult because it is using a converter. So I'm just gonna ink it up using the converter. I like how the converter on this pen is threaded, so it will be secure, or at least it feels secure. Okay. Before I get started, let's ink up my stamp. All right, I think my ink pad is running low, so I may need to change that up. Okay, let's test out the ink. Really pretty. And I have little papers of the Iroful paper. So I'm going to take just a square. I have my little glue. And I'm going to put it on the left side here. And then finish my swatch. So let's get the writing done. Just gonna dip it to kind of speed up. 30. Inks. 30 days. September 2nd. Should probably put the year. The pen. Montegrappa. Venetia. Marshmallow. And a medium. So I do find that this medium is quite stubby. So the edges are a little bit more sharper than having like a round medium. And my, let's see, let's do this. The ink is Pelican Edelstein Tanzanite. And let's do the same on the Iroful paper. It reminds me of Cosmo Airlight. And I can definitely see a difference in the color. Pelican Edelstein. So, first impressions, I kind of like it better on the Iroful paper. I wonder, maybe I should do something like this. Okay, so let's quickly do like a squirt, and then also we need to ink up our little paper here. So let me quickly show you what the paper looks like from yesterday. So I dropped droplets on it because I was trying to refill and I wanted to use up the rest of the ink, and there's only a little bit left in my syringe. So I did the splatters, but then I also dropped this on here, and it didn't soak in the paper. So it just kind of sat on top, and it is dry. So it's really interesting how that looks. So just know, if you don't want it to look like this, don't just leave ink on there, especially if you already have a layer of ink on it already. So it's something I've noticed. I am going to use the same card because I really like the houses. Okay, it's getting that inked up again. And if you didn't watch my previous video from yesterday, I plan to use these cards as swatch cards for my coloring. So I just have to hole punch it and write on the back the color, and then I'm good to go. Okay, so I'm back. My card has dried. Look at that. That is so fun. And I did do a little bit of spray swatch there. And it looks really pretty when it has like the light color in comparison to the dark. So I think that the shading is going to be really nice. But I am, you know, first impression, I was expecting something a little bit more like brighter, a brighter blue. Just because when I think of Tanzanite, I think of the Tanzanite from Ferris Wheel Press. And that one is deep, but it also has like a bright sharpness to it. I don't know what, I don't know how to explain it, but this one seems a little bit more dull to my eye. So anyway, that's all I got for you for today. Let me know if you have any questions. I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.